Hey YouTube, riderxero here today with a new review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider birth figure. This is a really great figure. I was stoked to get this one. As many of you know, Birth is the second rider from Kamen Rider OOO's. And he just turned into a fabulous figure. So we're just going to jump right into it. Go ahead and take a look at the box real quick. It's stylized the same way that all the other boxes from OOO's have been stylized so far. The only difference being, instead of medals, you get these little gashapon circles because it's supposed to look like a gashapon ball to fit with the birth theme. Instead of a symbol for the combo, you get the kind of like the back of the cell medals with the X logo, which you've seen in some of the reviews that I've done. You get the OOO's logo down here at the bottom. Good shot of Birth there, kind of right after he transforms with the eyes still lit up. That image carries around to the side, so you get another, or kind of a more full body picture there. Lettering on this one is done in just a foil, plain, mirror-like finish. Same thing on the top with the lettering. On the side here, they do the lettering in white. And on this one, it's still foilized as well. On the bottom, you get all that important information that, we've all come to learn is just super important that pertains to the figure. And then on the back, same shots as usual. You get various action poses. Again, there with the eyes lit up, which we'll actually talk about here in a second. And then just a couple of shots with the Birth Buster, and then Birth himself standing there looking all badass. So, we'll go ahead and set the box aside for now and take a look at the actual figure himself. So there's Kamen Rider Birth looking all badass with the Birth Buster there. Real quick before we take a look at the figure, we'll look at the accessories. As far as the hands, he does come with a hand you can see there already, which holds the gun, obviously. Kind of like a splayed open action hand there for the left hand. It does come with the standard fists. And he comes with another kind of splayed open hand here for the right hand. And then another gun holding hand for the left hand, so you can, whichever hand you choose for him to hold the Birth Buster. And then he comes with a second head, which has the eyes colored red to be lit up just like it is, right, like I said, right after he first transforms. I have the standard head on him right now. So, taking a look real quick at the figure himself, we'll take a look at the detailing. If we can get it to focus, there we go. Detail-wise, it looks very nice. It's a very, very accurate representation of Birth from the show, which if you collect Figuarts at all, you know that's pretty standard when it comes to these guys. The only thing that I have to complain about really is the mouth, and I don't know if it's just mine, if that's the way it looks, or if it's just me kind of looking too much into it. But the paint for the black seems like it kind of smeared a little bit for all the different lines there. I don't know if it's picking up very well on camera, but it kind of, you can see there they kind of smear upward like they were painting into the little molding parts, and then the brush just kind of caught some. I don't know. It may just be me, but it just looks kind of odd to me. Nothing huge though. And to be perfectly honest, the other one kind of looks the same, like they actually don't have enough paint in some of the spots there. I don't know if you can really tell that. But anyway, that's probably my only complaint from the figure so far, just that the mouth kind of looks weird on the armor. Again, though, with the details, it looks great. It carries over the gashapon theme, just like the box, and, pretty much like everything to do with Birth. The head stylized there, it has that clear plastic that you can see underneath. Supposed to be styled like a gashapon ball there with the green at the bottom. You get the gashapon ball theme all throughout the armor and the figure, of course. Shoulder pads on the forearm there, on the chest, same thing over here, on the legs here on the side of the thigh, on the shins there for the armor as well. So, it translated into a very nice figure, like I said. A lot of people were complaining about the neck, saying that it was way too long, it looked disproportionate, and I can kind of see that. It does look long compared to some of the other figures. But I don't really think it's that big of a deal, just for the fact that, to me, it feels like it gives it a bigger range of motion. And Date was kind of a taller guy, even though I don't know if this is, which I would kind of assume this is styled more after him because he was Birth first. So he was a taller guy and kind of had a longer neck. So I don't know. It's not really anything that bothers me. I'm more bothered by the paint on the face than anything. But detail-wise, like I said, He's detailed very, very nicely. He looks just like the show counterpart. The greens carry over very nice and look great with the, with the clear pieces here as far as the legs and the arms. It's done in like a very light teal green color. And that's pretty much, oh, and there's another gashapon. I didn't even notice that one back there. Back's pretty plain. We kind of expect that with the Figuarts. It's more about this side. So, like I said, very nice looking overall. Looks just like the character from the show. So I was very excited about that. Articulation wise, it's the same we've all come to know and love. Full swivel there on the head. The neck's extremely articulated because of that extended, like the longer neck, I guess, that we talked about there. The shoulder moves up and down. Full 360-degree rotation. The armor is actually attached to the top of the arm, whereas some of them are attached like right there on kind of like the neck, where the neck would meet the shoulder. Double jointed elbows, swivel there, and then of course the same movement we've all come to expect from the Figuarts. Same thing over here on this hand, same articulation. The leg, you get the ab crunch, and you get the movement at the chest as well, swiveling there. It is on the, kind of like a ball joint there. It does move up and down, which you can see there. Double jointed knees, as always, and then the ankle turns, it kind of has like the Kabuto style feet that I actually really like those. I'm a big fan of the Kabuto line. Forward and back, and then toe movement as well. And the feet on Birth is actually die cast, so that was pretty cool. So overall, I mean, that's pretty much it mostly for this guy. Let me talk about the Birth Buster real quick before I forget. The Birth Buster is really cool. The front piece here actually pulls off. Actually, let's just take it out of his hand. Stand right there for a minute. The Buster itself is very, very nicely detailed. It looks extremely accurate as far as the paint apps. It's done nicely all over. If I would show you there on camera, sorry, I got to looking at it myself and forgot to put it in frame. The gun itself is very nicely done. Great paint apps all over. The molding is nice. I really like the way they did it. It comes, the chamber or the clip, whatever you want to call it, wherever the metals would go, it has a little tab there that inserts wherever you want to have it at for posing. Whether you're putting it in here to load it, just to fire, it goes in there. You can also put it here to catch the empty or the expended metal power, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And then it also tabs in on the front here for the great big huge destruction blast cell burst. So really cool accessory. I was really happy with it. Just like the actual DX toy itself, it's just a really cool piece to have. Not that he wouldn't come with it. That was kind of an odd thing to say, but whatever. You catch my drift. It's a nice representation of the gun from the show, and it fits with him very nicely. So that's pretty much going to do it for Birth. If I can get him to stand here, let me pull it into focus real quick. So, like I said, he's a great figure overall. Yeah, I've come to kind of love the second riders from the show. A lot of them have more of an armored look than, like I don't know what I'm trying to say here, like a man-made armor, I guess you could say. Like you can actually tell it's armor, whereas some of the riders just kind of have a suit, I don't know if that makes sense. In my head it does, but anyway, Birth is a great figure, highly recommended. If you can find him in stock, definitely pick him up. Comes with a pretty decent amount of accessories. Comes with the awesome Birth Buster gun, which that in itself is almost worth picking up the figure for because the Birth Buster is awesome. So yeah, definitely grab this one if you can find it. It's definitely one of the higher ones on the list as far as figures go, and I think it's definitely worth it. So that's going to do it for this guy. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you have any questions or anything, obviously let me know. I'm always up for discussion and critiques. Don't forget to check out ridersrangesrambles.com. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/riderxero. And that's going to do it. So until next time, thanks for watching. Take care.